Hi all, yes. Good morning, good morning. So yeah, quick update, just a general update on the car situation. So, Fiat 500, just put a brand new windscreen in for our auto glass. Passed MOT, happy days for that. Had to put like new suspension on that as well, like new struts and stuff, and the old ones were basically seized, so that's all sorted. Next up, DeLorean, just got the thing at the garage just literally a second ago, and it seems to run okay at the moment, but I suspect it will probably still have that same sort of issue on the low revs, which I believe is the fuel distributor. So when you sort of give it a bit of, and I've checked this properly, doing the cup test and all that sort of thing, when you do a very gentle throttle, there's a few of them like spit fuel and stuff, and whereas the other ones are much cleaner. And also I've cleaned everything, so I've cleaned all the injectors, I'll check the hoses, I'll swap the hoses around, all this kind of stuff, so I'm very, very confident, that it's the fuel distributor. So what I have got is I have got some moly slip. I'll show you in a minute, or something like something similar it's called anyway, to put in the fuel tank, which which might assist, but meant to like clean the fuel system, otherwise, yes, obviously you can get the fuel distributors rebuilt, but it's big money. I think it's like £500-600 to get it rebuilt, or to get an exchange one, so it's big money basically, but otherwise when it accelerates, the car runs absolutely beautiful when it accelerates, just on those low revs, but anyway, the car's looking good. So I haven't even cleaned it either, so I'm taking it to Beetle Supercar show on Saturday. So yes, so I thought I need to get it out today. So that's the DeLorean, looking good. The Impreza, yep, so absolutely sweet. So I covered off about 600 miles in it last week. Quick look underneath, and yeah, since replacing the diff oil with the limited slip oil, and I also did the front oil as well. It's absolutely been spot on. It drives absolutely lovely, no issues at all, no grumbles, no knocks or anything from anything, which is as expected, because I spent a small fortune on this car, including the new struts at the back as well. Looking good. Next job on the Impreza, when I got more cash, is to have the brakes rebuilt. So I'm going to send them away, get them all done properly, powder coated properly, get it all sorted, So that's the next job on the Impreza. But otherwise, the Impreza is absolutely, oh my god, it's a phenomenal car. When the car's running well, once I've sorted it, it's absolutely a beast of a car. Love driving that. Yeah, and then the Beetle, last one. So you should see here, it's just on axle stands, because it's a bit higher at the front than it normally is. So all it is, nothing wrong with the car, but I've just decided that's all just to replace, because I was a bit bored, replace the bolts underneath, because they're a bit skanky, and some of them are 14mm, not 13. So got these, which came to about 25 quid for 2 boxes, which is enough to do the whole car. So you've got the large ones there for the front, and then you've got obviously the new sort of washers and the new pointed 13mm bolts. So that's those. So yeah, I basically just jacked it up. I've removed off most of them along the side and loosened off the front one. So now I can put those back in, and then that's it. Job done. Put the car down, and that's it. Just wanted to do a little task, and you can sort of see the state of these. Pretty bad. I mean, most of the car underneath is pretty decent. There is some work required at some point by the battery tray, where the previous owner just bodged it as usual, so there's something to do with that at some point, but otherwise the car itself is pretty decent, this car. Cool, and there we go, and that's that one. And then the last bit, Sinclair C5. So yeah, I'm just restoring the this one here at the moment, and you can see here, this is a chassis that was pretty skanky, and now it's absolutely minto. Disc brakes all round, everything rebuilt, everything cleaned, and I've got box of bits over there as well to put on. So I'm going to finish off the Beetle now quickly, put that down, and then get the body shell cleaned and back on the chassis for this one. Cool, thanks all for watching, cheers.